I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. 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 Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. 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 Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is, I don't even know. Today is, what is happening? Today is Thursday, August 22nd. Where am I? 2000 and what is this? What year is this? How many fingers am I holding up? 2024. And this is episode number 830 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Shut it up, heartthrob. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. We're here. We're doing it. It was touch and go there for a bit. Sorry about no show yesterday. Let me just get that out of the way now. Hold on. Let me tweet the show out. Come grab your headphones. Don't be a fuckface. That's a good tweet. All right. Well, real quick, let me address all of the chatty chats coming in. Cisco! Holy shit, bro. What the hell you doing, pimp? Cisco, thank you for the 669. I like oh god, that hurt so bad. Cisco, thank you for the 669 biddies, buddy. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much for that. That was way too kind and gracious of you. Your boy is whooped. I mean, feeling it this morning. Feeling it, and it's a little rough. It's a little rough today. It is, listen, sorry about yesterday first. Let's get that out of the way. So I was scheduled to do a podcast. From was it 11:30 to 12:30 or something like that? And it all kind of shit happened. And then it became a clusterfuck, and then trying to get out of there. So it was, we recorded down at the secret group. And if you don't know where the secret group is, it's in East Downtown, near it's near Warehouse Live, George R. Brown, all that area, right? But you got to go past Minute Maid and all that shit. And fuck me, the Astros game was going on. It was just, getting out was a nightmare. I didn't get home until almost 3:45. I had no show prep done because I was like, oh yeah, I'll go record this. I'll come back. I'll have time to get a show together. No. I was like, what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, wasn't able to get a show in. I will say this. If you have listened to me on the radio or the internet, Twitch thing, this show, if you listen to me on The Usual Suspects on ESPN 97.5 or on Barry on Deck here on the interwebs, you know that one of the bits or one of the funny things that has been a recurring theme is how many different jobs I have had. You guys, a lot of people have, it's kind of been a running joke almost because I tell a lot of stories and inevitably I end up telling stories about jobs I've had in the past. And, the podcast that I did was a really dope podcast. And that's the theme of the podcast was, I got to go back and find the name of it. Where's my phone at? Hold on. What the heck? Let me see. I Just Work Here is the name of the podcast. And the way it was pitched to me, hey Barry, I've been doing a podcast called I Just Work Here. The format is an informal job interview where we get to know you and the work you've done over the years. Everything from very first part-time job until now. It'd be awesome to have you on and get to hang out with you and learn more about you. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. You know, I mean, I've never turned down somebody else when they've asked me to be a guest on their show. When I did radio and was relevant. It's funny, I had this long talk. We talked about this on the show, actually. When I did radio and was relevant and now being irrelevant. But I never would have, I've never turned anybody down to do their show. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. It sounds fun. So he goes, cool. Make me a list of all the jobs you've had. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I had to sit down as an exercise and make a list. And so again, I go back to, if you've been a fan of mine for a while, or you've been listening to me for a while, you know how ironically funny that is, because everybody's like, is there a job you haven't had? You've literally had a job in every industry. You've done everything. And here we are now. I'm doing a podcast about all these jobs I had, and we literally went through every job one by one. I mean, we talked about the job. Some of you might remember me talking about a job where I delivered school lunches with this big bitch in a van where all she did was eat the lunches. We covered that. Like, it was wild. And I literally have the list. And I need to, no, we didn't go in alphabetical order. We went chronologically, starting in high school, all the way till now. It ended up, he goes, bro, this was the longest podcast we've had. He goes, we're going to have to do it in 2 episodes. That's what I'm saying. It was supposed to be in and out, but I was like, oh, brother, I don't think you understand how many jobs I've had. And the stories and the not just the anecdotes, but the funny side of it, but also I guess there's some life lessons and the human side of things. And I was like, I don't think you know what you've gotten yourself into, bro. And yeah, we just ended up chopping it up for a really long time. So it's really cool. It felt weird to talk about myself for that long. I was like, I don't know if anybody's really going to be into this. So I don't know. It's weird to talk about yourself for that long, because then you think no one gives a shit about this. So I just tried to make it funny and entertaining at the same time. I mean, I didn't make shit up. It's all true, but I tried to, be entertaining at the same time. So give it a listen. I'll let you know when it drops and when it comes out. If you want, I will read you. Jesus Christ. I'll read you all the jobs. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, that's a good question, CC. Let's see. We'll do it now. I'll do it now. Let me see. How many jobs was it? Where's my note? List of jobs I've had. Let's do this. Let's do. Now, some of these I had like twice, right? And so like I worked in fast food twice. So I don't know how you, what's up, Bleed Blue? Bleed Blue said, what's up, studs and heifers? So like in high school, I worked at Wendy's and I worked at Whataburger. So I had 2 jobs at fast food, 2 different funny anecdotes, you know, one being getting the job at 15 and not 16, and then the guy, you know, them finding out and telling me to come back when I'm 16 and me telling them I'm going to get a real job when I'm 16 and then going to work at Olive Garden as a busboy, because that was a real job. But nonetheless, yes, I will count these up, and it'll be a range, you know, kind of a neighborhood, if you will. And then, of course, it's really more, I guess, job title. Because if I say project manager, I was a project manager. I was a senior project manager. I was a consulting project manager. I was a full-time hired project manager. So, I mean, I worked 4 different places, but a consulting project manager is a lot different than a hired project manager, right? Like consulting project manager is when I made damn near $250,000 in a year. A hired project manager was a lot different. So there's also those different things. But it looks like 10, 20, almost 30 jobs. I'm 50. So almost, 10, 12, 15, 21, 27 jobs. Yeah, 27 jobs. Yeah. And that's, actually it's 20. Well, so if I just do if I don't count the 2 jobs in fast food, if we just do fast food worker in high school, and that's it. Then it's 10, 15, 17, 27. Yeah. 10. Yeah, it's 27 without saying but 2 of those. Yeah, that's just job titles. 27 different job titles. And then different jobs within each job title. So is that a lot? Is 27 a lot? Is that a lot of different job titles? Here, I'll read this list to you real fast. All right, here's the list, right? And then I broke it down by high school, post-high school, pre-marriage, marriage number 1, single life, and then marriage number 2. That's a lot, CC? Steve-O said no. Okay. It always reminds me when I have this conversation, it always reminds me of the sketch from In Living Color with the Jamaicans. The boy lazy. He got 9 jobs. He lazy. All right, here you go. I'm going to read you the list of jobs. Donna said, I think so. I've had 4 plus the Air Force. That's pretty good, CC. All right, starting in high school. You ready? This is just job titles. Again, not all of the jobs and companies I worked for. Buchanan said, I'm 37. I had 3 jobs. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I wanted to do. I still don't. You ready? Here you go. All of the job titles I've had since I started working at 15 in high school. Here we go. Fast food worker, bus boy, shoe salesman, handyman. That was high school. Post-high school, pre-marriage. Preschool lunch delivery guy, waiter, doorman, barback, bartender, nightclub DJ. Yeah. Marriage number 1, new car sales, timeshare sales, carpenter, apartment painter, apartment make ready. All right. Single life, traveling Microsoft Outlook instructor, and then Microsoft Office Windows instructor. And then married life. IT certified technical instructor, network administrator, Microsoft infrastructure admin and architect, Microsoft infrastructure consultant, and then it was like a IT consultant / manager, project manager, real estate agent, stand-up comic, sports talk radio host, TV host / producer. But there's really two different jobs. So I guess we would, yeah, see, this is actually wrong. Gosh. Okay. You know what? It's actually 29. Because I did kind of lump them in there together. Yeah. And then, so TV host, TV producer, and then streamer / podcaster. So that actually comes out to be, let's see, 10, 15, 17, 29. 29 different job titles in 50 years. Yeah, what up, Blee Blue? What up, Jared? So, you made your millions in tech. I made my thousands in tech. Steve-O said 28. You've had 28 jobs, Steve-O? You've had 28? Or you were correcting my math? Were you correcting my math? Because 6 + 4 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. Plus 12 is 29. So we know this is one of Steve-O's jobs was not mathematician. Anyways, I'll let you know when the episodes drop if you want to listen to it. So let's get to brass tacks. Why in the fuck did this show start at 2:40? What in the hell is going on, Laminac? Amos said you might have only had about 12 jobs because it sounds like a lot of those jobs are the same company. You just changed titles. No. See, that's the thing. Those are all actually vastly different jobs. They're significantly different jobs with significantly different titles and significantly different pay brackets. There's like saying a door guy and a bar back is the same job, just within the same company. It's not, that's just different titles. I mean, it's not even close to being the same. It might be with the same company, but it's like saying, oh, well, you went from accounting to HR. It's not the same thing. It's just not. I mean, I worked at the same club, but that's two different jobs completely. One of them, you take money and you fight people when they get drunk, and the other one, you go get ice and you stock beer and you cut lemons and limes and I mean, it's too cool. You're behind the bar. I mean, one of them is you're at the door, right? Bar back to bartender, two completely different jobs. You got to go get TABC certified to be a bartender. You got to make drinks. You're working for tips. You're, again, the IT shit, I promise you, I didn't embellish on what those were. Vastly different. Vastly different. Alex said, yo, internet connection over by 99. Tuckerton? That sounds like it's made up. Tuckerton? That just sounds like you picked a random Astro and gave them a small town in Texas. I'm over here in Bregmanville. I'm in Altuve town. I'm over here in Tuckerton. All right, so why was Barry so late today? It's a new segment. Why was Barry late today? Let's do it, Paul. I need a jingle. Do I have any music? Why was Barry late today? Oh shit. Sucks. I hate it when it does that. Why I was very late
I'm here
today.
at Liberty Medical, and there's something I want you to hear. Diabetes. People with diabetes. People with diabetes. People with diabetes. Diabetes. Well, if you have diabetes.
This isn't good theme music. It's not good theme music for why I was very late. I think I found the appropriate theme music for why I was very late. Why I was very late today? Music had already stopped, and it was time to start the actual show intro. And yeah, Heartthrob, I had a 45-minute last-minute bathroom run. Yes, I shit a baby. Yes. Mark said late lunch with Pops. Oh. Into why was very late was that I had a late lunch with my dad. I was wanting to be like, Mark, my dad's dead, bro. Like, well, yes, Mark, I had a seance and I made a fucking grilled cheese and got the Ouija board out. And me and Pops, I would take a bite, and instead of using the triangle, I'd used a fucking wedge of grilled cheese on the Ouija board. And I was like, I miss you, Dad. Do you miss me? No. Well, fuck you too, man. Yeah. Whole segment over. We got to start this whole show over. What the fuck was I thinking? The background music. Oh boy, I have failed. the background music for Why Was Barry Late Today is fucking Comeback King. That's got to be it, right? Fucking yes. Anyone that says otherwise is stupid and doesn't know what they're talking about. Oh, there it is. So beautiful. Oh, come on. I feel like my internet is like super slow today. Nothing seems to be working quickly. Yeah, this is all weird. Oh my God. Anyways. What up, Drake? If I was a first time viewer, I would be thinking, what the fuck is this screaming with a Ouija board? Oh, Terrence and I was making peace with Josh Ennis. That's pretty good. Hard times I maybe don't have Jack in the Box before the show, and you won't have an 11-7-minute last second break. No, I didn't have Jack in the Box before the show. Heartthrob, it's like you don't know me. If I had anything before the show, what would it be, Heartthrob? What would it be if I had anything before the show? Would it be Jack in the Box, or would it be Chick-fil-A or Subway? Lock it up, Heartthrob, and get your shit together, okay? All right, polls up. Why was Barry late today? He was crying because it's Thursday, clipping his cat's nails, cat vomit, or lazy. You got 5 minutes to vote on those. All right, here's what we got on the agenda today. Here's what we have. Why is this so slow? Got some updates for you. Getting things wrapped up for the Dmata fundraiser for his wife. Got some news about fantasy football. That is coming to a close as far as getting signups done. Guys, sports headlines for you. It is week 0 of college football. Finally, college football is back in America. College football week 0 starts this weekend. Not a bunch of sexy matchups. You do get a top 10 team playing. So that's the good news. If you give a shit, there's one really good team playing. The rest is just, hey, there's football on. So whoop-de-damn-do. And then this time next week, you get a whole plethora of games next Thursday. Boy, I'm looking at the amount of games next Thursday. This is almost how many jobs I have. Howard, Rutgers, Western Carolina, NC State, North Carolina, A&T, Wake Forest, New Hampshire, UCF, Jackson State, UL Monroe, Lafayette, Buffalo, Fordham, Bowling Green, Central Connecticut, Central Michigan. All right, a lot of shit. Duquesne, Toledo, Murray State, Missouri, Lindenwood, Kansas, North Carolina, Minnesota, Colorado, North Dakota State, Jacksonville State, Carolina, UAB. So yeah, there's a lot. Utah, Southern Utah, a lot of games. Starting next Thursday will be officially week 1. So that'll be good. Oh. What? File format not recognized? You dirty bitch. Man, fuck that website. All right, I'll have to do that again later. Why is it week 0? Because not everyone is playing. Yeah, it's a very limited number of games. You get a few. Like the Florida State game is in Ireland. and you get a few. It sucks because I feel bad for those teams, but everyone's like, well, it's a few meaningless games. And you know that like SMU and Nevada is like, bro, we're not meaningless. Well, aren't you though? Montana State and New Mexico are like, come on, fam. There's a lot riding on this. Is there? Delaware State and Hawaii. Bro, how cool is that? You go to play football at Delaware State. You're like, I just want to get a degree. You know what I mean? I'm the backup punter at Delaware State. Next thing you know, boom, you're off to Hawaii. Yeah, that's badass. That's badass. You get a trip to Hawaii. Now, I'm sure they're not like, vacationing for 2 weeks, but shit, some's better than none, as my therapist used to say. Okay, that's probably shouldn't have said that. Anyways, yeah, so that's why they call it week 0, is it's not like, it's the equivalent of the Hall of Fame game before the real preseason games. It's just basically that. So it's like, okay, yeah, we'll give it to you, but it's not, yeah. If that makes sense. Didn't they miss their flight to Hawaii? Did they? Rudy Ross said, rest in peace to the therapist. She's not dead. She's not dead. Oh, yeah, Sunday night, LSU, USC. Oh, daddy. Yeah, no ranked versus ranked next Thursday or Friday. So you got one. Two. You got 2 juicy matchups next Saturday, and we'll get into those next week. And then next Sunday, you have a really good game. So there you go. In the meantime, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay. Well, it's about goddamn time. I finally have the Comeback King song, ladies and gentlemen. Finally. Now we can do it right. All right. So, praise Jesus. The segment can be what it was. Go vote. Why was Barry late today? And then I'll be able to tell you. What up, Brother Bear? Long time no see, buddy. Good to have you in the show today. There was a screw up with their bus schedule and they missed their flight. So they're not going to play the game? Or they're just going to be late as shit. All right. A couple other things we're going to talk about on the show today. Stuff that we didn't get to during the week that I was hoping to get to. 50 MLB potential free agents in 2025. The Air Force alternate uniforms. There's talk of a potential rule change in Major League Baseball where there could be a minimum innings pitched for starters. You know how when you bring a reliever in, they have to face at least 3 batters? There's talk of starters having to go at least 6 innings. In other words, no more of this, well, yeah, we'll just go with an opener for 1 inning or whatever. Nope. Now they're saying starters would have to go 6 innings. Associated Press had their All-American first team. We could take a look at that. Tua Tagovailoa called out Brian Flores. There was some deferred contract info that P. Randizzle shared on Twitter with me and the Killer Bees. We can take a look at that. I mentioned all the house cleaning stuff for Barry on deck. And, of course, I've got your sports headlines, which include some juicy stories. There was a trade in the NFL, intra-division trade, which rarely happens. There was a suspension of a head coach in the Big 18, and a couple other things. Justin Fields made his case for being the starter for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't do it, Mike Tomlin. the MAC has adopted a new rule, and the SEC released their tiebreakers, how they will break ties to determine winners in the SEC. So all of that's on the table, plus a whole lot of other shit. So buckle up, bitches. We got a little over an hour and a half to try to get all of that shit in. The results of your poll. Get on my poll. Oh, I didn't do it on YouTube. My bad, YouTube. I still love you. I still love you, Rudy Rod. And Mina said pooping. No, I wasn't pooping. And sorry, I didn't have room on the I just saw that. My bad. Why is my YouTube not showing up? I just realized my YouTube's not showing up in my chat. That's why I didn't see it. What the fuck? Well, not all of them. Oh, it showed up late. So okay, so I did. The first one I got was Rudy Rods. Why did none of my YouTube stuff show up until that's weird. Fuck, YouTube's been tripping, man. Tuesday it was freezing up. That's some bullshit. Is it working out? What up, Keith Sager? Is it working out? I don't know. I don't know why YouTube be tripping. YouTube is tripping. All right, y'all, it's a bunch of raggedy bitches for this. My beer out the way. Why was Barry late today? Here is the poll results. I guess I need to play the music. All right, here's the poll results. Why was Barry late today? Well, your options were he was crying. I got 3 votes. Assholes. Because it's Thursday. I got 3 votes. Dickheads. Cat vomit. I got 2 votes. Lazy got a vote. Fuck you. And clipping his cat's toenails got no votes. Okay. You know, kiss my ass. He was crying, and because it's Thursday, tied. 9 votes total. There's like 30 of you watching, and 9 of you voted. And this is what's wrong with America. None of you bitches vote. Nobody votes in this goddamn country. This is what's wrong with us. This is why we're the laughing stock of the world. I have a video right now that's losing its mind on the internet. I won't say it's going viral, but it's getting crazy good numbers. It's going nuts in Australia. All the goddamn Australians are on it right now, arguing with each other. And the one thing they keep talking shit about is America. Because I'm an American and made a video talking shit about Australia. And it's your fault, people, because you don't vote. Skinny Big, what up? Said, when was this vote you speak of? I just put a poll up just asking why was I late? What up, Truck Driver Pookie? I knew the answer. I didn't feel right to vote. Damn you, Jen. You still needed to vote. I didn't see the poll on either platform, Donna said. That's an excuse, Donna. You know what, Donna? We don't make excuses on this show, a sweet, sweet Donna. Just vote or don't. Okay? Vote or don't. You could have just made up a vote. Just break the tie for me, Donna. Your vote breaks the tie. It's 3-3, Donna. Break the tie. Why was Barry late? He was crying or because it's Thursday? Break the tie, Donna. You're the tiebreaker. Break the tie. Trey said Barry on deck dances like Corey Feldman. That's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. Skinny Big said cat bomb. The good one. Now you're trying to make a 3-way tie? Donna said Thursday. All right, There you go. So your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Why was Barry late today? Because it's Thursday. That's nothing. All right. The reason, actually, last night was the opening of the new comedy club in town, Punchline, Houston. Cece said, "Yay! What do I win? A hug." Cece, you look so cute at the Astros game, by the way. Your little shirt and you're hanging out. Did you say hi to Palillo for me? Does he work for the Astros now? I was looking at him. I was like, what is that badge? He looks like he works for the Astros now. That was weird. What did Amos say? What is this? This is pretty typical. 20% of the population vote. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Jen said, are you in for fantasy football? Okay, cool. Good job, Amos. Thank you for playing. Oh, no. We talked about football, oddly. And yes, he was in the row behind me. Oh, okay. So it looked like he had a badge on that maybe he was like working for the Astros. I don't know. Anyways. So the new comedy club in town is called the Punchline. And they have clubs in Sacramento, San Francisco, Philly. They also have a club called Cobb's Comedy Club. They're owned by Live Nation, the same people that own House of Blues and a bunch of other places. They're opening a new club here in Houston. The official launch of the new club is September 12th. And seriously, did you recognize him or did you hear his voice? Oh, Palillo. I was like, you talking to me? So I actually know the booker. I worked with him once. I did a show for him back during the pandemic. The only Zoom show I ever did. I swore off Zoom shows, but he called me. I guess I don't know how he got my name. Maybe a comic that I worked with. It was a mutual friend of Jerry and I. But Jerry Rocha, as you guys know, has still, unfortunately, but he had cancer. And so Ron reached out to me and was like, hey, we're doing a benefit show for Jerry Rocha to raise money. It's over Zoom. Would you do it? I was like, of course. Absolutely. Even though I swore this shit off because they're awkward, I'll do it. So I did it. And that was the end of it. I hadn't talked to him since. And then they started, I guess, moving forward with opening the club here. And he happens to be, and I didn't know this at the time, but he happens to be the booker for all of these clubs. I had no idea. And it's wild how that works. He's just, and this is what I preach. This is what I preach to comics. And really, I mean, you just never know in business and in life, man. You never know who you meet and how they may affect you or help you down the road. You know what I mean? So, I just did it, and I did a good job. I was professional about it. I didn't mail it in. I didn't badmouth it. I was a pro about it. And all these years later, he hits me up and is like, hey, man, I don't know if you remember me. I'm Ron. You did a show for me back during the pandemic. We were raising money for Jerry Rocha. He's like, I'm the booker for the Punchline, and we're opening a club in Houston. And I was wondering if you would mind meeting up with me and having lunch. I'm going to be in town. I'm going to be scouting, looking at comics. And I was just wanted to get together and talk, get a lay of the land and the scene and yada, yada. Yeah, cool. So we had lunch, we talked, and, I gave him my 2 cents on the comedy scene and just background and info. And the way comedy works is it's a vouch system a lot of times. The way you get work is, yeah, you give videos and yeah, but word of mouth in this business and a lot of businesses is gold, man. Word of mouth is like cigarettes in prison. It's cash. If you have a comic that a booker or a club respects or values, that will vouch for you, that goes a long way. It's how I've gotten a lot of work. I mean, Billy D. Washington vouching for me at the clubs in Dallas, vouching for me at the clubs in St. Louis, and taking me, and I mean, all of that matters. Dusty Slayers vouched for me at clubs that they've answered my emails because of it. It's huge. So, Brother Bear posted cigarettes in the chat. So, yeah, Jared, that's a callback to Know Your Worth, right? I didn't even tell you about the second. That happened again this week. The whole Know Your Worth. I was asked to work for less money again. Anyways, one thing led to another, and he was like, would you mind helping me with some names, and could I run some names by you? And I was like, yeah, man, look, it's a comedy, bro. I'll send you a list of names that I will personally vouch for in this city that I think you could throw on a stage right now in the city of Houston, and they'll do a bang-up job for you. They're fantastic comics, and we just kind of went from there. And I've been working with him and kind of really helping him kind of get to know, and it's been great, right? And I didn't really understand just how much I was actually helping him. So I guess as a thank you, he was like, well, hey, I'd like for you to host our first soft open. It's going to be a really big deal for us. It's going to be August 21st. And it's not going to be open to the public. Our first actual show open to the public is September 12th. But August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, we're going to be doing a soft open show on those nights. And really, it's just because most of our staff has never worked at a comedy club. And so we want them to get used to the process, because it's different when you wait tables at a comedy club. You got to know how to use an inside voice. You can't stand in front of the stage. What's a check drop? How do you do that? There's a whole different set of rules as being a waiter or waitress or bartender at a comedy club than there is at Applebee's. So soft open lets them learn how to do that. It lets the staff learn how to work the systems and make the drinks and use the software, the cooks and everybody in the back, and lets us learn how to use the sound system and everything. The door guys, the taking the money. It allows the club to do everything. And he was like, we want to do a show. Would you host it? Would you be the MC and run the show? He's like, I really don't trust anybody else to do it but you. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do it. He was like, cool. And I didn't know who was going to be there. I didn't know what the show was. I just knew it was work and he was going to pay me. So I was in. I was like, fucking stage time and pay. I'm in. And so, the lineup was great. Like Andy Huggins was there last night. Keisha Hunt was there last night. Who else was on the show? Kanice Nana, who you guys know and I love, was on the show. Sun Tran was on the show. It was a fucking killer lineup. And so, Jared said, I love Keisha. Jared said, was he paying you to be a consultant? There's different kinds of pay, Jared. Let me finish the story first before you guys start asking questions. And then, he's like, yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done, but that's what the soft open is for. We just want to work out all the kinks before we have our actual grand opening September 12th. So, we want all the feedback and all of the, tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. And he was saying this to everybody. So we get there and it's just a madhouse, right? AC's not working. It's hot as fuck. But the cool thing about a soft open is they said everybody could bring 2 people. So all the comics, so they invite all of like the Live Nation employees are all invited. All of the staff could invite 2 people. All of the comics could invite 2 people. So then when I get, and I don't know all this other than I could invite 2 people, but then I didn't realize you guys are going to be like, Jesus, Barry, you're a fucking moron. So they sent out an email that was like, thanks for being a part of the soft open. This is the date. This is the time. Everybody gets 2 comp tickets. All you have to do is let us know by 4 p.m. the day of the show, and we'll put your comps on the comp list. And I just saw the email. I was like, yeah, I'm on it, whatever. Well, then I was sitting down to make my post yesterday that I was on the show and doing it, and I was like, oh, I know I get 2 comps. I'll just give those away. And then I'll just email them my comp list. This was about 4:15 yesterday because of when I got home from the podcast. And I was like, what's the email that I'm supposed to send this to before I post this? And so I'm reading the email at 4:15, and it was like, yeah, just get us your comps by 4 p.m. the day of the show. I was like, fuck. I guess I should have read this because I was going to do a giveaway on social media. So fuck that up. Anyways, get there and it's a madhouse. You know, the club looks great. Backdrop looks killer. In fact, a really dope photo that Kenise took for me. A couple of really cool photos. Let's see. This will give you that's a pretty dope photo. There's one. I think this was actually right before I brought Keisha Hunt up to close it out, but that's kind of what it looks like. So super dope. It's going to be a badass, it's a great room, but there was a lot of things, stuff. So like right off the rip, right there, all the food and drinks were comped, because they just wanted to get the system down, which was dope, which was great. They asked, just Barry, please remind them to tip the bartender and wait staff because they're doing it so they don't have to pay for anything. I was like, cool. And then I found out that pretty much all of the big wigs at Live Nation are there. So like the head of HR for Live Nation is there. The VP of comedy, I guess comedy or booking for Live Nation is there. The head of, head of comedy production? Head of comedy, I forget what her title was. Hold on, I had it here. Anyways, it was a bunch of bigwigs, right? Head of comedy operations, right? So all these people are there that night for this grand opening. I have no idea. And then, all right, so then we get ready to start. Ladies and gentlemen, please, welcome to stage, Barry Laminack. Yeah. And I have my announcements, everything I'm supposed to do. I walk up to the stage, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Mic doesn't work. Oh, microphone's off. Doesn't work. I'm like, fuck, man. So, 11, 12 years in, this has happened plenty. And so, of course, I'm like, I don't need no damn microphone. I'm loud. I'm married. I know how to shout over people. Good laugh. And I'm killing time. And they get it fixed. So, handle that like a pro. And then once they get the microphone back, because they're learning how to work the system, so they had no idea. They get that back on, and I do my intro, and I'm like, hey, man, my name is Barry. Thank you guys for coming out. This is the soft open. If you don't know what that is, it's, so I explain it all to them, and including it's to work out kinks, stuff like, the microphone not working or how to unmute it. And so I explain everything to them, and it's great, man. And we go through the whole show, and it goes great, but they're working on shit. And then we get done and it just slowly becomes this thing where they're like, well, what'd you think? Give us some feedback. How did you think? And I was like, well, I would I would have, I liked this. I didn't like this. I think I would change this. I was this, and just kept talking. And the more I talked, the more questions they asked and the more feedback they asked. And one thing led to another, talks. And, they were like, hey, man, we just wanted to thank you for all the help you've given to Ron. He's told us how instrumental you've been in helping us get this going, because none of this matters without talent. And obviously none of us knew the talent in this city or who we could even begin to get with. And it would take us months and months and months to scout. And so you've been crucial for us. We appreciate that. And of course, I'm giving them, they're like, what? I was like, I didn't really like the microphone levels. I think you need a monitor on the stage. I couldn't hear the laughs. So I think you need to turn the lights up so we could see faces. I'm doing this and that and this and that. And it just, one thing leads to another. And before you know it, it's me, the booker for all the comedy clubs, the head of comedy operations for Live Nation, the VP of comedy for Live Nation, and the GM of the new club. And that's it. And it's 2:15 in the morning. I've been there all fucking night. And now we're just telling stories, and it was fucking wild. I had no idea like how this progressed, but it just became this thing. And I several times would try to give them an out to let me go, to not be the dude that was like, no, they wanted me there. It was really dope, man. So it was really cool because at the end they were like, well, you're family now. You're part of the family. You're part of the Live Nation family or something. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. So it was really dope for me as a comic because a lot of comics like to have what's called a home club. And for me, I can't speak for every comic, but I know when I started in the business, John Westling gave me a ton of great advice. One of them was, he said, make the Joke Joint, which was the only other club in town. He was like, make the Joke Joint your home club. Be there a lot, help out. If they need you to work the door, work the door. If they need you to fill in an MC, fill in an MC. If they need you to do whatever, do whatever. But he was like, just make it your place, make it your home club, and it will pay dividends significantly. And I tell you what, of all of the advice, it was probably the best advice I got, because just being there and helping. I mean, I would go in the back and help with food. I would run and go get copies made. I would bring shit from the house. I would just help. I would police the room. Even when I was off, I would just be hanging out watching comedy. And if somebody was talking, I'd be like, hey, y'all got to be quiet, man. You can't do this. And because I did that at the Joke Joint in my old home club, I just became part of that family. And because I did that, they were the first club to give me a weekend as a host and MC. It was the first club to give me a weekend as a feature. And it was the first club to headline me. And all within 2 years. And it takes, I know comics that have been doing it longer than me that have still never headlined a club. And some of them that have barely started featuring. So not only do you get the stage time, but you advance because you're trusted. And you get those opportunities because you've earned them. So to answer that question, Jared, yeah, sometimes it's not necessarily, because I'm not that guy where I'm like, yeah, I don't take exposure bucks necessarily. Because, people sometimes tell you that, and it's not a tangible thing because they're not offering you legitimate exposure or anything like legitimately tangible. But when you can invest in a home club like the Joke Joint, like I did, and it can pay off, and you getting hosting weekends and feature weekends. And I was hosting within the first year of my career. I was featuring within the second year. Nobody features within the second year of their career. Rarely does that happen. But I advanced so quickly because I was always there and got so many opportunities. So I say all that to say that was having a home club was that stretch. I advanced more in that time of my career than at any other point before or since. And so driving home last night at 2:15 and 3 o'clock in the morning, it was exciting. It was kind of invigorating to hear them say, welcome to the family, and to kind of feel like, man, I think I may have a home club again. Like, that was to be kind of going through this process and to feel like you have a home club, and, you know, to have those, because they were like, hey, you know, I know you're not on the show tomorrow, but if you want to come up and hang out and see what day one versus day two was, and, you know, see how the tweaks were and give us any more feedback. And if there's time or a spot, we'll throw you up and maybe we can see the lighting differences. And, yo, that's what home clubs do. And that's like, that's already happening. And so that was dope. It was super dope, and it's exciting from a career perspective, because it's like, yeah, that's long term. I'm like, yeah, that's the dividends, especially a club that has all the connections that they have. Not just the fact that they have 4 other clubs around the country, but the fact that they have access to all those comedians and everything else. So it was really dope. I mean, like, just my other home club, they had one other club up in Minnesota, and because it was my home club, I got to headline that one. I got to feature there and then headline there. So it was really cool, man. It was really, really cool. And I had only told 2 people at the time. I had told Jen this morning, and I had told my buddy Jesse Payton last night. He was texting me how to go. It looked like it was a lot of fun, and I was telling them both that. And both of them said the same thing. Both of them can kiss my ass. They were both like, yeah, that's all great, Barry, but if you don't take advantage of it because you're too prideful and you don't want to ask, I was like, oh, fuck y'all. But no, it's cool. It's exciting. So it'll be a place to go. And not that I don't love the improv. I mean, the new management has been fantastic to me. Jessica and Bryson have really embraced me. It was tough to get any kind of traction at the Houston Improv, but they've been great to me. So I got no complaints, but it's never felt like home. But that's not the improv model. That's never been the improv model. The improv model is they have 52 weeks. They book 52 of the best comedians in the country. And if they don't bring a feature or a host, they use local comedians. The punchline is, and they've said this several times, they're about community. I mean, I literally have a text where it's like, we love community. We love building a community, and we're glad you're already on board. And it looks like, you know, we'll be a part of it. So, and that's a big difference, man. That's a huge difference. So really cool. So that was a really, really long way of saying, yeah, I ain't at home until like 3:10, which means I didn't go to bed until almost 4, which means I didn't wake up until 12:45. So that's why the show didn't start till 2:45 or 2:40. I fucking got up late as fuck, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. It was so great. And the craziest thing, when you meet these people, they were the nicest people. It really was, Donna. Thank you. Thank you, Total Dallas. Thank you, Steve-O. Yeah, it really was. Thank you, Jared. It was super, I mean, they were just so down to earth. I never felt like I couldn't be honest. You know, there's some people that go, so what'd you think? And you're like, oh, I can't really tell them the truth. They don't want to hear that. They just want me to tell them what they want to hear and shut the fuck up. And I never felt that. I was honest. I was like, yeah, I didn't like that. Like, they were like, we hate the background. They didn't like the logo. I was like, oh, I love it. I was like, I don't think y'all should get rid. They wanted to get rid of it. I was like, no, I love that. I was like, I don't like this, but I love that. They were like, what? I was like, oh, love that. Hated this. Didn't like that. Think you should change it. They were open. They were like, yup, taking notes, receptive. It was really cool. So, big win. Big win last night. Plus got stage time. Plus got to work. So, and, you know, maybe got a new home club. And again, doesn't mean I don't work the Riot. Doesn't mean I don't work the secret group. Doesn't mean I don't still have love for the improv and work there. But having a home club means a little bit different. It's a different kind of relationship. So that's really cool. That's really cool. Steve-O, this calls for a shot. Can I finish my beer first? Thanks, John Dorier. I don't know if it's a break. It's a really good, I wouldn't say it's a break, right? Would it, although, I mean, it could be. I think what it is, it's a good foundation. Not like to start a career. It's a good foundation to have just as a base to kind of be grounded in, to kind of surround yourself with a comedy family all the time. So that's the great part. Damn it, Jared, you son of a bitch. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Jared. Raggedy hoe. Thank you, Cisco. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the kind words, man. And thank you, John. No, I'm not showing nipple, Steve. Yeah, that's true, Heartthrob. It is definitely a new door. That is for sure. No, I'm not going corporate. I'm not going corporate, Jared. Thank you, Terrence, for listening while you wait. All right, let me get the goddamn. We're gonna get the good stuff. Hold on. Where's the good stuff at? Oh fuck. I don't know. I think the good stuff's in the other bar. We'll do the Jamie. Jen. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jim, for the 100 bits and for the moderation. Appreciate you. See, I'm getting better at ignoring it. See that? I was like, not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. Shut up, Flip. Skinny G sighting. John Doria said, true, because your home club closed a while ago. Great to see a new one open. Yeah, and that's the thing is, right? Like, I could just be like, hey, man, I'm going to go hang out at the club and just see what's what. So Steve said, just take a shot of rubbing alcohol. Shut up, man. Hey, man. Jared, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Jen, thank you for the 100 bits. Cisco, thank you for the 669 bits earlier, man. Thank you guys for the support and listening to my sappy, stupid story that I'm sure you didn't give a fuck about, but it is exciting. And it's a really cool thing to happen. It's a great opportunity. What happens of it? Fuck, I don't know. Maybe nothing. But it was cool. And it's a good omen, I guess. So cheers, you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. We're going to talk sports now. Let's go. Boom. Oh, that's so good. Fuck. Ugh. God damn it. Whew. Skiggity Big said, do you ever come to Austin? The scene is getting pretty crazy. I do Austin adjacent shit. I was just in Bastrop. I do like Bastrop twice a year. And then I did some other gigs around the area. So scout agent, that would be great, right? Bro, tell me, Steve, you've never done a shot of rubbing alcohol. Total tells. Tell me, that doesn't sound healthy. It does not sound. I do know alcoholics that have literally drank NyQuil because they had access to no other kind of alcohol. And so they would drink NyQuil just to get a fix. That's an addict. That's a problem. That's like using the Bible, a page from the Bible, to roll a joint. Who would do that? Who would do that? PB Dubs said chasing JMO with it. Dos Equis is old school BOD vibes. Isn't it though? Isn't it though? Very old school. All right, let's get into some sports. Here's your sports headlines for the day. Let's go. Lock it up. All right, here's sports headlines for the day. Eagles and Commanders have made a trade. Eagles have acquired Jahan Dotson from the Commanders. An intra-division trade? What? These don't happen very often, but it has happened now. If you recall, Jahan Dotson, a 2022 first-round pick for the Commanders. Eagles get him in the trade, so Jahan Dotson is traded plus a 2025 fifth-round pick. He goes that goes to the Eagles in exchange for a third-round pick and 2 seventh-round picks in 2025. So, man, if you're the Commanders, it feels like, and I don't know the stats on Jahan Dotson. We can look those up and see. But you got to feel like you missed. If you used a first-round pick on a guy 2 years ago, and you're already moving on, and all you're getting back is a third and 2 sevenths, and you had to give up a fifth to get that back? God. Yeah. And it says, by acquiring Dotson, the Eagles secured their number 3 wide receiver. So he's a third on the depth chart behind Brown and Devontae Smith. I guess, you know what I mean? Like his stats last year, let's see. 17 games in Washington, 49 receptions, targeted 83 times, 518 yards and 4 touchdowns. Rookie season, he had 7 touchdowns, 523 yards. Nothing earth-shattering. Those are number 3 numbers. You know what I mean? Those are guy number 3, option number 3 numbers. Maybe option number 4 if you got a good tight end. Hell, it could be option number 5. You got a good pass catching back out of the backfield. So you got to, boy, if I'm a Commanders fan, I'm not thrilled. If I'm a Commanders fan, I'm not thrilled at all because thank you, Donna. It's a first round pick just 2 years ago, and you get shit all back for it. Now, maybe if you hit on your third round pick, then great, but there's the time delay. So, but the Eagles must feel like they got something. They must, but they gave up a third and 2 sevenths, and they get a fifth back. So they take a flyer on a guy. Total Dallas, that's not an acceptable word, sir. Not an acceptable word. Not the right word, sir. Commanders. Iowa has suspended head coach Kirk Ferentz for 1 game due to recruiting violations while recruiting a quarterback. It says Kirk Ferentz and assistant John Budmeyer will be suspended 1 game for a violation related to the recruitment of transfer quarterback Cade McNamara, as announced on Thursday. Iowa said the level 2 violation occurred in late 2022, surrounding improper communication with a player and his family prior to him entering the portal. McNamara is not named in the school's news release. Ferentz is the nation's longest tenured FBS coach. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would not have guessed that in a million years if you had have said, name the nation's longest tenured FBS coach. Kirk Ferentz wouldn't have made my list. I probably would have started in the SEC and stayed there. Maybe Big 12. No, I guess not. He's been there since 99. I said Ferentz and athletic director Beth Goetz agreed to the school-imposed penalty after a review and consulting with the NCAA officials. I frequently tell our players to abide by the rules, and in this instance, I did not. In 26 years as a head coach and more than 4 decades as a coach, this is my first potential level 2 infraction. I made a mistake and would like to apologize to our players, university leadership, and our Hawkeye football fans. I know Coach Budmeyer echoes those sentiments. Well, maybe, Kirk, just maybe, and look, hear me out here, Kirk, but maybe if you would commit a few more level 2 infractions, I don't know, maybe step up and do some level 1 infraction. Which better is it? Is level 1 worse? Is that where like you start paying players or giving them whores and cocaine? Whatever it is. If it's level 3, if that's worth DEFCON 3, where you're like, here's some coke. Or you're like, we got you a whore. Whatever. If it's level 1 or 3, let's step the game up, Kirk. Maybe, just maybe, you might be in the running for a national title and not winning games 4-2 like a baseball team. I'm just saying, might want to cheat a little more, Kirk, like everybody else does. I respect and admire the honesty, and it obviously no one else in Iowa gives a shit. But you ain't done shit, really. Might be time to cheat a little more, bro. McNamara committed to Iowa on December 1st, 2022, just 3 days after entering the portal.
An aggressive fat shoe 69.
Uh-oh. What was that? Somebody got timed out. Total Dallas. Oh, damn. Total Dallas. I'll be damned. Got him. My. Ladies and gentlemen, how the tables have turned. Welp. This is an unexpected event that I did not see coming. I didn't see this coming. This never happens. It's usually Total Dallas is the one getting timed out. This is crazy. This is crazy talk. Are we in the upside down? Am I in Stranger Things right now? Is there about to be what's the monster? The smoke monster? The whatever the monster is? What is going on? What in the all-fired streaming fuck is happening right now? Total Dallas was involved in a timeout, but not like you'd think. This is crazy. This is topsy-turvy. Turvy? Topsy-derby? Whirly-derby. I don't know. This is wild. This is wild as shit. This is crazy. That's right, Cisco. The timeoutie has become the timeouter. I miss Steve-O so much. Oh my God. In the arms of the angel, fly away. Oh God. I wish I could do like the fake cry and get the chin quiver. That's next level acting. I mean, I can fake cry. I can get tears going. But I can't, the timeout multiverse, I can't get a chin quiver. I can get tears. Boy, if I could fucking master the chin quiver and then a snot bubble, that would be fucking next level, man. Damn. All right, let's move on. I digress. That was the first of your sports headlines. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Fields got him some self-confidence. I guess you could say he's Fields in himself. No, you can't time me out, bitches. Not for a stupid pun, okay? It's already been used, and I'm the host. You can't time me out no matter how much you want. No one can time. Fuck, who just did that? Justin Fields believes in himself. Well, thank God. That makes one of us. But Justin Fields has said he is deferring to Mike Tomlin to make the call as to who should be the starting quarterback. Oh, well, gee, thanks, Justin, for leaving it up to the head coach. That's mighty big of you. That was kind of you. That was super nice of you to let the man that has been calling the shots in Pittsburgh, quite successfully, I might add, for several years now. I'm glad you gave him your blessing. It's good to know. I'm sure Mike Tomlin was tossing and a turning. I wonder if Justin's going to let me make the decisions. Quote, this is Justin Fields talking. I think I've shown what I can do. Boy, have you. Boy, have you. You've also shown what you can't do. Sometimes when you lose, sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win, you tie. What's the quote? What's the quote from White Man Can't Jump? There's so many great quotes from White Man Can't Jump. So many great quotes. You know what a quince is? It's a fool, Billy, that starts with the letter Q. Fucking love that shit. Oh my God, Gloria was she was ahead of her time, man. Gloria was ahead of her time. Where is it? I can't believe you lost the fucking money, Billy. Fucking God, I love that movie. I need to go watch that shit tonight. Oh, where's the Gloria quote? This ain't no vista and there ain't no view. I'm finding. I don't give a shit if y'all like it or not. I'm finding the famous Gloria. Sometimes when you lose, hold on, let me see. It's on this page. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. Lose. No, that's you'd rather look good and lose. That's one. Here we go. Sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie. And sometimes when you tie, you actually win or lose. Winning or losing is all an organic mechanism from which one extracts what one needs. Fucking Gloria. Fantastic. Fantastic. Why do I not have more White Man Can't Jump drops? I can't believe you lost the fucking money, Billy. Oh, gee, thanks, Flip. Yeah, I was really trying to win a fucking Emmy. I'm glad you really took that serious. You can always count on Flip to make it fucking weird and not get a bit or two during a show. There's always at least one moment in the show where Flip is just gonna do some Flip shit and make it weird as fuck because he didn't get it. Good job, Flip. You flipped that. You fucking flipped that thing. Hey, Total Dallas, thank you for the 32 bits, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Total Dallas said, look up the George Bush "fool me once" quote. I do need that one, too. Yeah, because I always fuck that one up. You're right. George Bush. Fool me once quote. There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it is in Texas, probably in Tennessee. Just that part is fucking stupid. Just the beginning of that lets you know that George Bush wasn't fucking. There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it is in Texas. It's probably in Tennessee. That says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. There's a whole Wikipedia article on Bushisms? Okay, well, there goes this show. Fuck, I thought we were going to get a whole bunch of sports in. And there goes the show. Way to go, Total Dallas. You've derailed the goddamn show. The numbers are going to plummet because now I'm never going to ever be able to pull out of this Bushism segment we're about to dive into. Jesus, look at this. It really is an entire Wikipedia article on Bushisms. I think we agree the past is over. Oh, fuck. That is so fantastic. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Cisco said, now you have to make an exception to timeout Total Dallas. Oh, are you kidding me? We just got that gem. I think we agree the past is over. What? I just found my new t-shirt. Oh, God, that is fucking great. Oh, my God. They misunderestimated me. That's great. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. Ah, there it is. There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it is in Texas, probably in Tennessee. It says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, can't get fooled again. Oh. There it is. There's another really good Bushism. Too many good docs are getting out of the business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across the country. I'm going to put people in my place so when the history of this administration is written, at least there's an authoritarian voice saying exactly what happened. Oh, God. Oh, that's so fucking great. Oh, man. Which one of them threw up? Was it Senior? Oh, here's one. You bet I cut the taxes at the top. That encourages entrepreneurship. What we Republicans should stand for is growth in the economy. We ought to make the pie higher. In January, just before the New Hampshire primary, Bush challenged the members of Nashua Chamber of Conference to imagine themselves as a single mother working hard to put food on your family. Oh, God. I've been working hard to put food on my family, y'all. You work 3 jobs? Uniquely American, isn't it? I mean, that is fantastic that you're doing that. Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? These are education quotes from Bush. You teach a child to read, and he or her will be able to pass a literacy test. That's gotta be made up. That has got to be fucking made up. That has got to be made up. Oh my God. That is fantastic. There's no way that's real. That is some shit that a writer, a room full of writers would sit down and be like, all right, we got to come up with some fake Bush quotes that sounds like some shit he would say, but is not real, but is fucking hilarious. Oh, I got one. You teach a child to read, and he or her will be able to pass a literacy test. Frank, that's hilarious. We got to use that one. That is hilarious. I mean, there's no way an actual fucking president would say that, but that is hilarious, Frank. Good job, buddy. Put that, Martha, put that sticky note on the board. That's hilarious. Oh my God. As yesterday's positive report card shows, children do learn when standards are high and results are measured. Okay. What? See, this ain't politics. This is not politics. This is hilarious quotes. We're not talking anything policy. We're not talking, I voted for this man twice, Cece. Don't come at me with that bullshit. I voted for this man twice. Don't come at me with that bullshit. No, this is about hilarity. Find me some fucking Bill Clinton quotes. I don't give a fuck. We'll do an equal opportunity. Give me Al Gore, fucking Ross Perot. I don't give a fuck. That is just hilarious. This is not politics. This is comedy. That shit is funny. Oh my God. Working hard to put food on your family. That's not politics. That's sex. Oh, goodness gracious. That's so great. All right, back to sports. CC's fucking wet blanketed the shit out of this. Perry, teach a child to read, and I guarantee they will say words. Who said that? I did not inhale. Yeah, there you go. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Just her mouth. Does that count? Yeah, obviously Bill's best quote is, it depends on what the definition of is. It depends on what your definition of is. I don't understand that about Bill Clinton. How did that dude get so much ass? Bro, if my nose looked like, wait a minute. If my nose looked like that, bro, are you kidding me? That man was not an attractive. I guess power is sexy. That's the only thing I could think. That dude was, I don't know how he was considered hot. That makes no sense. No sense. I did watch W. Yeah, it was a solid movie. Hey, let's get back to Justin Fields real quick, because there was a point I wanted to make on this. On the whole Justin Fields thing before we got way sidetracked. Thanks a lot, Total Dallas, you dumb dick. Fields said, I think I've shown what I can do. I think the time that I did have with the first team practicing in training camp, I think that went well. I think what grew a lot I think we grew a lot each and every day, but at the end of the day, it's not up to me. I mean, I'm just going to come in here every day, each and every day, the same person, being a leader for this team, and work my butt off, and everything else will be handled. Did you guys watch the Texans-Steelers game? He didn't look good. He looked atrocious. So I don't know what he's talking about. What's funny is he mentions, I think what I did with the first team practicing in training camp. I think that went well. I mean, he didn't talk about the game when he had to face another team and their defense. He just talked about practice. We're talking about practice, not a game. Not a game. We're talking about practice. Bro, Justin Fields is not going to be the starter of the Pittsburgh Steelers. It ain't happening. He just doesn't have it. He's never had it. And I stand on business. I go all the way back. If you will recall, ladies and gentlemen, I sat on your radio in Houston, Texas. If you moved your dial to 97.5, you heard this stupid ass face and these stupid ass vocal cords tell you there were two quarterbacks that were hyped up all the time. I never wavered in my position on either one of them. Trey Lance, Justin Fields are not good quarterbacks. It had nothing to do with anything else other than the fact that I watched them and did not believe that they played good football and that they had good skill sets or the skill set necessary to be a good quarterback in the NFL. Period. End of story. And I don't do it often, but I think I've been proven right. And it's sad to see him hang on to the delusion of grandeur, and I get it. You don't get to that level without belief. And of course, you want a guy to say those things and believe in himself. Yeah, bro. If Russell Wilson loses this job to Justin Fields, the Steelers are in trouble. Mike Tomlin's record of no losing seasons in a row is gone. Gone. If Russell Wilson gets hurt, gone. And that's scary to think. Russell Wilson is Mike Tomlin's best hope of a winning season. Jesus. That's scary. So we'll find out. We shall find out. All right. The MAC, the Mid-American Conference, has adopted a new system. Yeah, I agree with you, Skiggity Big. Wilson and Fields are both trash. I mean, they're both trash. And that's just absolutely false, Steve-O. That's just you being a hater. Steve-O said Justin Fields is a better QB than anyone on that Dallas team. That is just patently false. That is just ridiculously false. Justin Fields isn't better than 32 other quarterbacks in this league that start for the 32 football teams in this league. He might be worse than several of the backups. He might be the 41st best quarterback in this league. That's just patently false, bro. I know you hate the Cowboys, and that's cool. That's just false. Who's the backup in Dallas? Oh, it's Trey Lance. He might be better than Trey Lance. I'll give you that. There's no way he's better than Dak Prescott. It's just ridiculous to suggest otherwise. Ridiculous. The MAC has adopted a new system. No, it's Trey Lance. This is not Cooper. I honestly want to see Dak in a different uniform. I feel bad for him. BN says he's not better than Cooper Rush. Oh, Lance is third? Oh, Jesus. How did that happen? Trey's third. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about that. I'm trying to remember now Cooper Rush. Yeah, I can't. I can't even remember what I saw from Cooper Rush. Yeah, I can't speak on it because I don't remember what I saw. My inclination is to say I don't think he's. I think Justin Fields is better than Cooper Rush, but I can't remember what I saw from him. So I can't speak on it. But no, there's no way that you can convince me otherwise on Dak. That's silly talk, bro. Anyway, let's get to the Mac story. So the Mac has adopted a player availability report. This is big, folks. This is big. Focus, people, focus. This is a big deal because this could soon start leaking into the bigger conferences like the SEC and the Big 38 or whatever, however many teams are in the Big 10 now. Mid-American Conference will require teams to provide player availability reports to the league at least 3 hours before football games this season, following a similar policy implemented by the Big Ten last year. The league announced the new policy Thursday, saying, I didn't know the Big Ten did it, saying the Council of Directions of Athletic approved it in July. Availability reports are part of efforts in college athletics to safeguard the integrity of the games amid growth of legalized gambling. The availability report from all 12 teams will be made available on the MAC website and posted on the X social media platform. Teams that don't comply could face disciplinary action. League said the process and accuracy of the information will be evaluated throughout the season. Big Ten started requiring its teams to provide availability reports to the league office no more than 2 hours before kickoff. I really don't remember that being a thing. Big Ten is the only power conference with a league-wide availability report, though the ACC tried a loosely run midweek injury report several years ago. SEC is considering mandating it. It's interesting. I think it's interesting that they do it from the standpoint of the gambling aspect. I think it would be more interesting from a game planning and gamesmanship aspect. But why would you want to do it just to placate gamblers? That seems kind of silly. I mean, really. It says, we continue to advance the student athlete availability reporting policy, but it has not been finalized, said the SEC. Policy has been updated and is subject to further review. We'll announce the final decision when it's complete. Vincent said the pregame availability reports would only apply to SEC games if there was to be one in the SEC. Yeah. It's just weird that you would adopt a policy around this, you know, to safeguard the integrity of games amid the growth of legalized gambling. But I don't know how that does that. I guess, I don't know. I guess because guys can, I guess people could wager and then guys could say they're hurt. I don't know. It's interesting though. Probably see that start to hit all of the majors real soon. Real soon. Had no idea the Big Ten had that. All right, so that's your sports headlines. That's what I got for you today. Yeah, that's an old one. All right, a couple of house cleaning things. First of all, I want to remind you once again, fantasy football just around the corner. We have 2 spots left. 2. Count them. 1, 2. We have 2 spots left for our 4th and final league. Actually, maybe 1 now. If you are a Patreon member, if you are a member of the Barry on Deck Patreon, it is free to play. It is only open to Patreon members, but you don't have to pay to enter. So if you're a member and you're just sitting around, sitting on your ass, and you're like, I'm not good at it, Aaron, Amos, join up. You got nothing to lose because it doesn't cost you anything to play. You're already a member. You're already there. You might as well have a rooting interest and a vested interest in the rest of the NFL season besides your team. So join up. It's free. You could win $50 in cash, $50 Amazon gift card. That's for each winner of each league. The overall winner of the whole thing, the team with the highest total points, will get a custom Barry on Deck Fantasy Football Champion for 2024 custom t-shirt. Drafting will be August 30th, 31st, and September 1st. Once we have all 40, oh yeah, and I think we're at 38, which is why I said we have 2 left, but maybe 1 Dubs. So I said, Dub said, I said I would join if you got 39. I'll be 40 if that's the case. So that's why I said we're at 38. Dubs, you would be 39. So we need 1 more to make 40. So I think we need 1 more person to sign up, and then we will make our 40. So join up. If there's one of you out there that hasn't signed up or emailed Jen yet, do so. It's right there. Jen@barryondeck.com. Free to play. Drafting will be August 30th, 31st, and September 1st. And yeah, it's all done online. You don't have to leave the comfort of your home. You can sit there and draft in your PJs. You can, you'll have your preferences. You'll say, I'd rather draft on the 31st, but my second choice is on the 30th. And then we go based on first come, first serve. And then we try to, be as accommodating as possible for you guys for when you draft. And then it's fun. It's just a way to, stay involved and engaged and have some fun, talk some shit. And we'll go over all the results throughout the year. And got a chance to win some scratch like we do every single year. Also, we do the Barry on Deck Fantasy Pick'em Challenge. This is year number 2 for that. Before the season starts, make sure you get your entry into Jen. Again, all you have to do is email her. She'll give you the info. It's open to everyone. You don't have to be a member of Patreon for this. It's $20 to enter. $2 definitely goes into the pot. No matter what, you're going to lose 2 of the $20 that you enter. All right, that goes into the winner pot. But then you're going to pick each week. I'm going to have a matchup of the week of the the Barry on Deck Fantasy Football Leagues. So we're going to randomly pick a team or a matchup. And then you guys will see who's on each team, and you'll pick a winner. And you'll send Jen who your picks are. And then whoever wins will go through and we'll go, so you guys this is who got it right. This is who got it wrong. And so those of you that got it right will get $1 back from your remaining $18. Those of you that got it wrong, that $1 will go into the winner pot. And then at the end of the season, the person that got the most picks right, the most total points, will get the money. And last year, what we did is we had a first prize and second prize. I think the winner got 80%, which was Mark G. He ended up winning $89.25. And then Steven the Weather Guy, Lil Uzi, ended up getting like $29 or $25 or something like that. So it's a cool way. I mean, both of those guys ended up winning a little money. And it's fun. And it's a way to stay involved with fantasy, even if you're not a member of Patreon or you're not playing fantasy. It's a cool way to get involved and be a part of the show and still, because we're going to talk about it on the show. And some of you kind of check out when we do that. Well, now this is a way to get involved, and hell, maybe you'll win a little money. The worst case is, you lose $20, but you stay involved. Yeah, Skiggity, just shoot Jen an email. She's also on the Discord. So if you're on Discord, Skiggity, I know you just joined Patreon. You can just message her on Discord also. And just say, hey, I'm in. And then you'll Venmo her or PayPal, or I think you can tie a 20 to a pigeon's foot and carry your pigeon the money. That's the 3 ways she takes it. That sounded dirty. Yeah, so that's the other contest that we have going on. That's a lot of fun. So get in on that as well. There's a couple ways to get involved with the football season. We just try to make it more fun for you and do things a little bit different. So there you go. Skating Vic said pigeon incoming. Yeah, Tony said I need to sign up. I keep forgetting. So Jen, does that make 40? Jen said, okay, Tony, I got you. Is that it? Let a brother know. What the fuck is this? Sorry. Somebody's like, please call me when you get a chance. I just need 3 minutes of your time. I need to ask you a question. I need to give somebody a quote and I need advice because I'm nervous. Okay. That's 39. If PP Dubs wants the slot, then we're good. Dubs, you in? Are you in? Dubs. Is you in or is you in? Yeah, baby! That's kind of wild. We did it again, folks. We did it again. 4 leagues. We did it. We filled out 4 fantasy leagues. That's crazy. Oh, no shit, Mina. Let me see. Let me go to the front page. Yup. Sure did. There she blows. There she blows. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking fucking news. Okay, this shit didn't work. Fuck this shit. Fuck you. Breaking fucking news. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Servais has been fired. Fired, I say, from the Seattle Mariners. A pretty crazy turn of events. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Listen, as a, I don't know, am I still considered media? Probably not. If I was in the media, would I consider me media? I would probably look down on me. So I guess I'm not media anymore. Fuck them. But I'd still try to be objective in doing this. I still treat it like I'm media. I still treat this like it's radio. So as an objective, am I an analyst? Opinionator? That's a made-up word. As an objective, what the fuck am I? Whatever. It's a bit shocking. It's, you know, he had done a good job, but all of the moves that the Mariners made at the deadline should have resulted in better results than being, 5 games back currently? They've lost 3 in a row. They are 5 games back. They have a 12.8% chance of making the playoffs. So you're telling me there's a chance? No. No. No, I'm not. So apparently, Mariners brass have said nope. No thanks. Here's the article. Spiraling Seattle Mariners, who've lost 8 of 9 games, largely because of a lethargic offense, Fired manager Scott Servais on Thursday, a source confirmed. Servais briefly met with the players in the wake of Wednesday's sweep clinching loss. That's funny, you clinch a sweeping loss to the Dodgers. Told him to use the upcoming off day as an opportunity to reset and prepare for the stretch run. Mariners were outscored 17-7 in a 3-game sweep at Dodger Stadium, failing on back-to-back nights to gain ground on the first-place Astros in the American League West. On June 18, Seattle had a 10-game lead in the division. Woo! But Mariners have since gone 20-33 to fall 5 games back at Houston and slide to 500 for the first time since April 24. Mariners have been bolstered by a dynamic rotation of Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Brian Wu, and Bryce Miller. That's combined for a Major League best 3.53 ERA. Yep, but their offense has produced only a 66 OPS, which is terrible. Lower than every team except the Marlins and the White Sox. Servais, who's 57. Jesus, that's it? He's fucking looks old for 57. God damn. That's crazy. Came over from the Angels alongside current president of baseball operations, Jerry DePito. General manager, Justin Hollander, following the 2015 season, inheriting a veteran team in transition. 3 consecutive playoff absences triggered a rebuild that produced budding superstars Julio Rodriguez and cornerstone catcher Cal Raleigh, and most of their current rotation. Mariners stopped a historic 21-year playoff drought with a 90-win season in 2022. Fell short of the postseason in 23. Let's see. Fear of loss of revenue due to uncertainty over the regional sports network. Mariners ownership opted against an increase in payroll the following offseason. Newcomers Mitch Garver, Mitch Haniger, and Jorge Polanco all struggled. Crawford failed to replicate his offensive surge in 23. And Rodriguez did not perform like his superstar self. And all of that is Scott Servais' fault, obviously. Mariners front office hoped to inject some life in the lineup by acquiring Randy Arozarena and Justin Turner before the deadline, and the team responded by winning 6 of 9 games at the start of August. Then came the 9-game stretch that ultimately lost Servais' job. Well, let's do a fun little exercise. The 2 big gets that they got. Let's just see what old Arozo and Turn have done since becoming Mariners. Huh? Have they done their job? So previously with Toronto, acquired by Seattle. Since becoming a Mariner, Justin Turner in August has hit 174 and has an OPS of 557. Fuck. Randy Arozarena has a 193 average and has hit 633. Now, here's what's crazy. Let's go look at the other numbers. 284 and 924. 291 and 893. 178 and 699. 112 and 358. 112 and 358. So it was in him. It was in him to shit the bed. He did it 2 months in a row. And it's why people were like, oh, well, look, he's turned it around. He's figured it out. Or he just got hot and now he's back to not. Justin Turner, let's see how he started this season. Let's see, what is that? Get out of here. Okay, get the fuck. Justin Turner started the season 300 with an 864 OPS, 111 with a 349 OPS, 333 to 914 OPS. Yeah, 280 and a 676. So he had one stinker of a month, and then he's back to a stinker of the month. Of a month. It's a bad look. It's a bad look when the 2 guys you go get both have really shitty months. It's just, yeah, it's a bad look. And let's see, how many home runs? 1 home run for Turner. He only has 7 on the season, so he was never going to hit for a ton of power. Arozarena has 16 on the season. He's hit a grand total of 1 since becoming a Mariner. And the shitty thing for Scott Servais, and I'm by no means want to defend Scott Servais because as an Astros fan, take all of the unbiased, impartial analyst shit and throw that out the window. I'm also an Astros fan. And as an Astros fan, I can honestly say, fuck Scott Servais. Oh, God, I don't give a fuck if he's got a job. I don't care. Goodbye. Goodbye. Suck it, nerd. See ya, loser. Glad they're shitting the bed. He was a dick. Oh my God, he was a dick. Him and old boy in Texas that got run off. Oh, Whistle Britches. What was his name? Dude with the hot daughter. Oh my God, what was his name? Total Dallas knows his name. Bob Melvin. Yeah, Bob Melvin. Isn't that right? Bob Melvin? Yeah. Doesn't Bob Melvin have the hot daughter? Isn't that it? Bob Melvin daughter. Nope. Definitely not Bob Melvin. Nope. Not Bob Melvin. I stand corrected. His daughter's. I'm sure she's a nice gal. But yeah, Bob Melvin was a dick. But who was the one I'm thinking of in Texas that it was like, fuck him? Well, let's see. Rangers managers. Jeff Bannister. Wasn't it Bannister? Was it Bannister? I don't know. Anyways, they can both suck it. I mean, they were just dicks. Just they hated the Astros. The Astros hated them. Suck it, fuck them. Okay? No, it's just like when I'm sure Astros fan felt elated when AJ Hinch got fired and Jeff Luhnow got fired. Okay, same shit. So as a fan, goodbye. Yeah, I mean, you never want to see guys lose. You never want to root for people to lose their livelihood and their income. Scott Servais has made millions of dollars. He's not going broke. You know what I mean? Like, this dude has generational wealth. He was a ball player and a catcher before he ever became a manager. I'm not worried about Scott Servais financially. If the guy was just scraping by, I'd be like, oh, that sucks. The guy is set. So because I know he's financially set for life, fuck him. Fuck him. I'm glad he got fired. I would never say that for somebody that couldn't make their next meal. He's going to eat fine. So suck it. He's a dick. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Ha. Also, Mariner fans. Suck it. How's that taste? Huh? How's that taste? All that shit you talked. All that shit they talked. All that shit the Ranger fans have been talking. Total Dallas looking at you. Let me calm down, though, because the season's not over yet. And the Astros will really look bad. Really look bad against the Red Sox. So let me just move on. Jesus Christ. That's too soon, Barry. Too soon. Donna said, I'm all in on this one, Barry. All in. Yeah, should have cheated. No, wait, no, Spoon. No, that's not what you want to yell. Should have cheated, asshole. Oh, I love that. Total Dallas. I'm keeping receipts. Good. We'll see you in 15 years when you guys make another run. Oh, what are you going to circle the wagons in another 12 years when y'all fucking rebuild and rent another championship? Oh, no, Total Dallas. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, not Total Dallas with his receipts. Hey, man, you remember that time? Oh, no. Why don't you save them receipts and get you some money back so you can buy another fucking ring? fuck out of here with them receipts. Cisco! Cisco said total Dallas slander. I'm here for it. Here's some bits. Cisco, thank you for the 69. I like can you take me higher? Jared said the ink of the receipts is gonna be faded by the time you can pull them out. Yeah, no shit. I mean, total Dallas reading the receipt.
It says here, 24 years ago, you said the Rangers sucked. Buddy, I'll have you know we're 3 games over 500. Not exactly suck now, is it? Got it right here.
Joe Pro. Thank you for the 303 bits, man. Love you, homie. Mark said I like hungover Barry. He's funny. I'm not hungover. I'm just tired. I ain't in the mood for no bullshit from anyone. That includes me. All right. What happened to this slide? It's weird over there. Cisco said we're gonna be driving flying cars. Cisco, did you just George W. Bush that? Oh God. Cisco just added a Bushism in the chat. Cisco said we're gonna be driving flying cars when Total Dallas gets to pull out his receipts. We're gonna be driving flying. Do you drive flying cars? I don't think that's how that works, Cisco. I think you pilot flying cars. You fly flying cars. You pilot. You don't drive. Fuck, I don't know. I saw a quote. I don't remember who it was. Some politician was like, "You think gas is high now? Wait until they make y'all start buying electric vehicles." What? What the fuck? What? I don't know who it was. I was just like, what the fuck? Oh, that's good, Mina. Yeah, we'll be operating flying cars. Yeah, I swear to God. I swear, unless it was an AI deep fake, shit looked real to me. They were like, yeah, you think gas is high now? Wait until they make y'all start buying electric vehicles. Who wrote this for you, Bush? Like, what? No. It's not how that works at all. Cisco smashing raisins. That's funny. Gary Kubiak on Scott Service. I think he's done fine. That's good shit. All right. A couple other things. Update. A really important and dead-ass serious update before we get out of here. Two things. One, I want to say thank you guys. You guys. This is the wrong date, so ignore the date on this. I forgot to update the slide on this. But I do want to say, as always, thank you guys for the Thankful Thursday and the support on the show. As always, it is really tough to do this show and this job for free. It is just difficult. Without your support, I can't do it. I got to go get a day job. And, I got bills to pay and everything like that. So your support is immensely helpful and immensely appreciated. And I thank you from the bottom of my congested heart for it. And the Thankful Thursdays are always appreciated. And it lets me know how much you appreciate the show. And I thank you kindly for it, Miss Donna, my sweet, sweet Donna. Thank you for your $10 Thankful Thursday. I very much appreciate it. PP Dubs, thank you, buddy. Thank you for your $7 Thankful Thursday, my friend. Oh, shit. Where'd it go? Donna said happy Thankful Thursday. PP Dub said Thankful Thursday. Sylvia, thank you for your $5 Thankful Thursday. She said happy BOD Thankful Thursday. Jen sent in a $5 Thankful Thursday. And Cece sent in a $4 Thankful Thursday and said it's because I'm broke. Matter of fact, send it back so I can buy crack. I rhyme. I love you guys. Thank you guys for that. As always, I really do appreciate it. I make no bones about it, man. You guys are the reason I do this show, and you're the reason I can continue to do this show. And I certainly do appreciate it. And, you know, it was a weird thing for me when this show started. I had never, ever thought of doing anything like this. And it was a very weird thing for me to even accept doing something like this. But what I have had to learn how to do is not only accept, but appreciate the kindness, generosity, and support of so many of you. And I do. I really do. From the Bits, Joe Pro, Cisco, Total Dallas, Jen, Jared. That's just today. And the subs, Joel and Amos and everybody that subs to this channel. Patrick Randall giving out 10 gifted subs yesterday was amazing. To all the Patreon members, our new Patreon members, I would be remiss. Fuck did it go? Okay, now I'm pissed off. Oh, I'm angry now. Here I was thinking I was being all smooth. Getting right to it. You gonna do it right. Gonna get into it. And fuck me, it's gone. Well, I'll just be all slick with it. Here we go. I'll just have to do it. But the Patreon support is bigly. It's also huge. And so it's everything you guys do helps. And so Skiggity Big, brother, thank you for joining the Patreon, man. I really do appreciate that. I know you didn't have to, but you did, and I appreciate that support, man. So Skiggity Big is our newest Patreon member. Welcome to the family, brother. We appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the support. I know you joined the Discord. I saw you on there, man. Get in and get engaged and have fun in there, man. It's so much fun. I try to get in there as much as I can. It's difficult, but y'all don't need me in there. That's not what it's for. It's not for me to get in there and get attention. That's what this is for. But it's for y'all. I mean, that Discord is for you guys to have a place to hang out and kick it. And I try to jump in when I can, but it is definitely for you guys. So get in there and enjoy it, man. And don't feel like you have to, you can't jump in and you can't do things and you can't, I mean, it's for everybody. There's tons of channels and tons of groups. So have fun with it, man. And I do also want to acknowledge and say thank you. She re-upped and she didn't have to, but the real Lisa, thank you for, she moved up to huge deck head for a year. Sweetie, thank you for doing that. If you're on the Patreon, you can go monthly, but you can also do it for a year. You get it like a 10% discount, I think it is. And that's what Lisa did. And Lisa, I thank you for that. You're the best. I appreciate you. You have been so supportive over the years and you continue to be. And I love you for it, man. So thank you so much for it, Lisa. And Skiggity Big, thank you guys for joining. It's really cool. So now, last thing before we go. No, you didn't, Jared. Here I come. Give me a damn minute, Jared. No, I'm just messing with you. You guys know I need to be reminded about shit because I'll forget. Update on Dmata fundraiser. So, yeah, Joe Pro said, at least he's got Barry on a contract now. BOD until at least 2025. Fuck. Here is the update on the Dmata fundraiser. So we ended up, you guys are amazing. We ended up raising a total of $1,115 for his wife and family. I love you guys. Fuck, y'all are amazing. And Jen has been, by the way, can we just take a moment and give it up for Jen and the work that she has put in behind the scenes on this? You guys don't, and I mean, I know, first of all, the donations, it's money. It's hard-earned money. And in this economy, that's nothing to sneeze at. It's no small task. And to raise $1,115 for, most of you have never met Dmata, only through a chat message or a chat board and a show like this. But it is a family in a weird way. And, but Jen has put in a lot, and I mean a lot of work to try to use that money in the best possible way for Dmata's wife and family. Look at that little girl. Look at that little girl. She lost her dad. She lost Dmata. A great dude. He loved this show. He loved this community. He loved you guys. And I know that if he saw this and he saw what you guys did, he would just be ecstatic and so appreciative. So I thank you on behalf of Dmata for what you guys did. Absolutely phenomenal, raising $1,115. So what Jen did, Jen, you're amazing, because Jen was like, how do we use this money? And we talked about it. And I trust Jen with stuff like this and really everything, just unconditionally. And she knows that, but she always talks to me and we always make sure we're on the same page. And she was like, what do you want to do? And so I said, look, man, you do what you think is best for the family. And so this is what we ended up doing. What Jen ended up doing is she ended up getting some HEB gift cards, Walmart, Kroger, and Target. So she's got those gift cards. We ended up getting Jennifer, that's Dmata's wife, a commemorative potted plant that's going to be delivered on Saturday. And Jen found Jennifer and the family a very nice Harry and David gift basket, which is full of all kind of really nice things. And then, obviously there's shipping involved and getting all this stuff there. So that money comes out. And then what was left over was about $100. And so Jen is going to get like a cashier's check. And I'm going to write a note. I'm going to write a letter to Jennifer, Dmata's wife, and just say, hey, we love you. Our condolences on behalf of the Deckheads and the Deckhead community. And, Dmata meant a lot to me. And then we're going to send her the cash, the $100 cash as well. So everything that you see over there, the food gift card for HEB and Kroger, the Walmart and Target, all of that, plus the commemorative potted plant and the Harry and David gift basket, all of that will be going to Dmata's wife, Jennifer, and the family, along with the cash and some notes. And yeah, you guys did that. You guys did that. So hats off to you. You guys are amazing. Hats off to Jen for getting that shit done. She's amazing. And I'm just so impressed and blessed to be able to just say I'm a part of this and be here for it and just watch you guys do what you do every time I ask you to do it. I've never fails. You guys never fail to come through. It's amazing. And I love you. So, all right. We had a whole bunch of shit we didn't get to. So mad. You know what? Next time, don't you fucking get up at a decent hour? Bunch of jerkwads. All right, let's get out of here. I'm exhausted. Go get a nap or something. Some food. I might mow the yard. Not mowing the yard. Damn, I gotta get, Jen, don't let me forget, I gotta get Skiggity Big's name up here. We gotta get Skiggity Big on the scroll. Damn it. Gotta get Skiggity Big on the scroll. All right, I love you guys, man. I'm proud to call myself a deckhead. I'm proud to be a part of this family and this community. I had a great time with you today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry it was so late, later than normal. I'll see you next week. Have a fun weekend. Have a safe weekend. College football week 0. Florida State, Georgia Tech from Ireland. Enjoy that. Go Astros. There's a 6 o'clock watch party on the Patreon. So Donna, it is usually Donna, Perry, CC when she's not at the game. Who else? Joe Pro. I think Alex jumps in sometimes. Total Dallas is a huge Astros fan. He gets in there with some receipts. And, all right. So yeah, if you're on the Patreon, man, get in there. And if you're not, you want to support the show, make sure I can keep coming back and doing this. That would be great and appreciated as well. If not, I don't care. I still love you. All right. Hey, let's do it again next week. All right. That would be fantastical. Okay. I love you guys, man. Thank you for everything you do, and I'll see you next week. Until I see you next week, do me 3 favors. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, fuck them kids. Oh, I mean, love each other. Bye, guys. I'm gonna see if we have a raid real fast. Raid! Total Dallas pulling cards in 2040. Tony said I'm having to tell people that I know folks from Barry on Deck except for Total Dallas. Never heard of him. Hey, thank you, Jared. I am going to enjoy the patio cigar and bourbon. Definitely going to be doing that. I love you guys. Thank you all for the kind words. Love you, CC, Alex, Uriel. Love you guys. Appreciate you, Dubs. Jared, never met Dmata. He was always so generous. Super. All right. Oh, man, I thought that was a dude from ESPN streaming, and it wasn't. Okay, well, hold on. Let me see. Don't leave yet. Let's do the outro. I think you guys want to leave. This bitch is vacuuming booty shorts. I'm not raiding her. That's some hoe ass thirsty shit. USN TV. We haven't rated him in forever. Let's rate USN TV. Let's do that. Start watching. Okay, let's rate USN TV. Looks like he's playing some Mizzou versus Georgia on College Football 25. So let's do that. Yeah, let's show some love. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Mondays. Say hi if you haven't followed him. Follow. He's a good dude, and he's a fun watch. You know, if you're not into video games, he's still a funny dude. So give him a follow, and I'll see you next week. Love you guys. Bye. And he's making a YouTube video.